Hello everyone, this is me, Vandana. And yeah, if you know about this is a series of mental health talk show named as Inside Out, जहाँ लोग आएंगे अपना experience share करेंगे and in different phase of their life. So today we have Karishma. She gonna share her experience with married life and all together, and she is a homemaker plus a teacher. So let's see what she want to share about it. And yeah, so how are you, Karishma, and how you being lately?
I'm good and I'm doing good lately.
Thank you. So would you like, that's good to hear too. So we have small segment where you will express yourself, your emotions through reaction, if you can see down there. So are you
Yeah.
ready for that? I'll ask you a question, you will reflect back. Okay? Cool. Works. So would you like to how you gonna share your emotions as in your initial days of your marriage? How was it? Through emotions.
It was quite exciting. I'll show you the emoji. Just, I'm very bad with this. Just wait for a few moments. I'm not finding that excitement wala emoji over here, but it was quite exciting that those days. I'm not able to find that emoji.
We can just feel it the way you said it. The excitement level was high, I guess. So, yeah. So, how you gonna express your emotion when you were struggling with the chaos around you as like transition of your life from bachelor to married life? Okay. Makes sense.
Ahead and what should I do now? What will be coming next and how to handle it because everything was new at that time and I had obviously no experience. First marriage.
First marriage makes sense. So yeah, now same question, like how you feeling now, like after such chaotic life. So let's just start with the thing where you can share your experience from there to here. How is your experience with marriage thing?
See, like everybody say, it's like a roller coaster ride. So is marriage. At first, everything is new to you. You take time to adapt to changes. And for me, it was completely a new city from a metro city to a small city like Surat. It was a drastic change of place, environment, and everything. So at times it was getting difficult because uh, जब नई शादी होती है, we frequently like to visit to parents because we don't feel good and comfortable in a new place. So visits make you feel comfortable. But for me, that wasn't an open option. So I had to comfort myself over here. And of course, because I had a very loving husband with me, he used to make sure that I feel comfort, happy, and secure over here. And I don't miss my parents much. And obviously, the family also supported me. At the beginning, the days were going quite good because we have to visit places and everybody is surrounding you to make you feel good. And it was okay. As the years passed, we get to see new things, new nature, behavior of people, and they get to see and know you. Things get difficult to adapt, but at times go and as the time goes, uh, you find out uh, places where you need to just shift from that part to seek your mental health, to go towards your peace. And sometimes we need to ignore things as well, and sometimes we need to look after the things as well. So the journey from there to here today, it was going through more ups and downs, I would say, in my life. But now I am at a very secure, happy, and comfortable place. due to my husband love and the family's support.
I guess it's the thing you talked about, the support system that make you go like to come here to this long way. It's just a support system that can help you to get through this transition. So true. But
Yeah.
I've like everyone doesn't get this kind of a support and everything. So what will you say about that? The people who, sorry?
True, everybody does not get this support from their family or from their husband because everybody has not the same situation, going to the same situation in which I have went through. So I understood your question that what should they do or how should they tackle if they don't get such support from the spouse or the family. I would say that the biggest support system for us is ourselves, because there will be time where there will be no one to boost you. There are friends in your life, there are family, there are your parents, but at the end of it you will have to support yourself. You will have to push yourself up that you can do it. Things will get tough. होगा ऐसा टाइम कि तुम सोचोगे नहीं हो रहा है, लेट्स क्विट। क्या ऐसी जिंदगी जीनी है, रोज रोज एक ही चीज की सोचना है या रोज एक ही चीज को सहना है। सोचोगे तुम, ऐसा सारे शादियों में होता है, बट वो ही एक वीक मोमेंट होता है where you have to push yourself. No, you can do it. We can make things better, and it is through your own mental power that you can do it. Like you have to seek some helps for yourself, like therapies or a thing or a hobby which you would like to pursue and which you haven't from all these while, like painting, dancing, music, or going out for some artwork, or sitting in a park full of nature, or anything you love, exercising, meditation. Because I think from a 24-hour we can just take out half an hour for ourselves, and we deserve this. We give our 100% to everyone, so should we give it to ourselves too? Just a half an hour of the day for yourself to make us feel happy from inside, so that everybody could see happy from outside. See us happy from outside.
Makes sense. And nowadays, like people do romanticize marriage a lot. So what are your take on that? Like
Yeah.
it's like making people understand what is reality and what
Very,
is real. So rather than just glorifying or
yeah.
romanticizing this, so what do you want to take?
There is a difference between real. Real life is completely different from real life. Real is what we pretend to show, and real is what we are actually living it. Because every time I just romanticize with my husband and I click picture and I post, and what are the things happening after that? Nobody sees it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there is a difference. Relation this happens, but the ups and downs phase are completely for the two and not everyone. Because some bit misunderstandings can create a vast gap between the two, or for the boy.
Like, thank you for putting this out. Like, previous generation was different from today's generation. People are
Yeah.
working, even females are working, and it's hard for the person to manage the marriage thing. So, yeah, like, just please put this out. Like, how you gonna say to people who are currently getting married or recently getting married and they are working females. So, what you gonna say about them?
About how to deal with marriage,
Exactly.
about,
Yeah. Yeah.
see, working is not the only problem or the thing that we are doing nowadays. See, boys are also working, they are also trying to make out the relationship, but I think the pressure on girls are more because if they are working, they are looking after
Hmm.
the family, looking
Mm-hmm.
after the home, and plus outside world too. So I think pressure on them is more than that on boys. So I think in that case, the only thing that would help her would be the support of his or her husband. Works for both ways, because nowadays boys are also working and looking after the family. In metro cities there are boys nowadays where women are working on a higher position like CEO or a big designatory position. So even boys are there to help out them. It is वही एक चीज है जिसमें दोनों जन अपनी शादी को चला सकते हैं, जहां दोनों मिल करके काम कर रहे हैं। एंड जहां ये चीज नहीं होगी, वहां वो चीज को करना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो सकता है। उस केस में चीजें हेल्प आउट करने में सिर्फ और सिर्फ पार्टनर ही काम आ सकता है, एंड नो, दैट इज द ओनली वे। बट work should not hamper the relationship between a husband and a wife, because things works both ways. If he is working, she needs to support, and if she is working, he needs to support. Both are working, both have to support each other and go hand in hand.
Makes sense. And the one more thing is that, like, as people used to say that शादी हो रहा है तो ये दो परिवार का हो रहा है, right? They are
Hmm.
like before they used to have joint family, now they have a nuclear family. That too also somewhere people are not getting their space and everything. So what are your take on it, and how they gonna manage their space, their work, their own well-being with the family? So that transition for a female, because it's
See,
getting, as they are getting late to a marriage thing, as in 28 or 30, so it's kind of difficult for a person to adjust or compare.
yeah, अर्ली मैरिजेस एंड लेट मैरिजेस में ये एक इशू आता है, बिकॉज एट द एज ऑफ 23 to 25 वी आर नॉट यूजुअली अडेप्टिव टू अ पर्टिकुलर थिंग, कि वी आर रेडी टू एडजस्ट, वी आर फ्लेक्सिबल एट दैट टाइम, बिकॉज हमारा कोई ऐसा रूटीन सेट नहीं होता है, ऐसे ही करना है वैसे ही करना है,
Mhm.
माइंड भी एडजस्ट होता है। बट एट द एज ऑफ 28 and 29 वी हैव मेड आवर रूटीन, we have adjusted ourselves, and we are not that flexible जो हम उस टाइम थे। तो उस सिचुएशन में ऐसा होता है कि patience is the only key, because somewhat they need to adjust and somewhat you need to adjust too. In that case, the only code goes is change is necessary. You will have to change with the environment, because if you become stubborn कि मैं तो ऐसे ही करती थी या मैं तो ऐसे ही करता था, मैं चेंज नहीं हो सकता, मेरा थॉट प्रोसेस तो यही है, ऐसे ही चलता है, in that case you will end up arguing and getting into trouble, because even your spouse or your in-laws have been adaptive to a thing which they are living from since whenever they used to follow it. So for them it is not easy to change, and for you too. So थोड़ा थोड़ा एडजस्टमेंट एंड पेशेंस के साथ में थिंग्स विल वर्क आउट। इट्स नॉट जस्ट लाइक ऐसे किया शादी हुई सब तुम्हारे जैसे रहना। सी, जब हम शादी करके आते हैं तो दोनों फैमिलीज को एडजस्ट होना पड़ता है, कि वी कैन नॉट बी स्टबर्न, ऐसे ही करना है वैसे ही करना है, ऐसा ही होगा, हम तो ऐसा ही करते हुए आए हैं। दोनों को एक दूसरे के हिसाब से एडजस्ट करना पड़ता है, इवन द गर्ल एंड द बॉय, बिकॉज सबका अपना एक लिविंग पैटर्न होता है जिसको कोई भी डिस्टर्ब करना नहीं चाहता है, बिकॉज उनको उसकी हैबिट हो चुकी होती है। बट when we are living with someone who is completely new to us, हम भी उनके लिए नए हैं, वो भी हमारे लिए नए हैं। तो patience and giving time is the only key for a successful uh, continuation of a relationship, even if it is with your husband or with your in-laws or anybody, because nothing can happen with a quick क्या बोलते हैं उसको, click of a, I am not getting that word, but nothing can happen like this कि तुम बोलोगे वो वैसे हो जाएगा।
Hmm.
This is the point, think upon. If you are willing to change, then only will they be willing to change for you, because things happen both ways. And sometimes you need to work more harder to get things happen. Life is not a cakewalk कि बस चलते गए and everything rose petals लगे हैं and everything is going smooth. ऐसा नहीं है. And for nowadays it is more tough because बहुत सारे एस्पेक्ट्स आ चुके हैं. पहले लड़कियां सिर्फ घर संभालती थी. Nowadays, if they are working, they are moving out, they are socializing, they are meeting new people. They need to give time to a lot many things. अगर बच्चे हैं तो बच्चों के ग्रुप अलग बने हैं, उनकी किटी पार्टीज अलग होती है, वर्क कल्चर अलग है, वर्क पार्टीज अलग होते हैं, सोशल पार्टीज, फैमिली पार्टीज अलग होते हैं. तो वी गेट टू हियर लॉट ऑफ पीपल अराउंड अस. सो सबसे कुछ कुछ सीखो and bring a new self out from you.
Like, it's something very important people need to understand. Like, adding something will make you evolve rather than just being stagnant in life.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because a stagnant thought process will never take you to a new place. You will always be stuck in a same particular position and a place. And then we will regret later on that why are we still over here and everybody around us is so progressive,
Definitely
because they have different perspective to live.
makes sense. So, like, what your coping mechanism, like in this past 7 years of your marriage, how you went through and how you dealing with your thing?
See, as I have said earlier, that my coping mechanism is to follow my hobbies. Whenever I am frustrated or I am not in a mood to talk to anybody, or something has happened that I'm not willing to do anything, I just, if I have my book, I open my book and start reading. If I have my music, I just plug in my earpods and I start listening to music. I go down for a walk, or I meet new people, or I just call up my friends or my family or my, especially my mother. I call her and I just start blabbering things and take things out of me so that I am clear from my mind. I don't want to keep stuffs inside, and I'm not a dustbin. I want myself to be clear of all negative thoughts. And I just do it, and by just doing that, I am calm, composed, and peaceful and rejuvenated all of a sudden. That now, come, I'm ready to go anywhere and I'm ready to do anything.
Can you just pick 2 to 3 points where people might face problem or that can hamper someone's mental well-being as well in marriage, or to take a toll on them?
See, first point is कि you are not getting enough time with your husband, because husband is the most important person in your life after marriage.
Mhm.
Because before marriage they had a life, friends, जाना ही है, खेलना ही है, घूमना ही है, रात को अड्डा मारना ही है, जस्ट मूव अराउंड. तो सबसे पहला चेंज वो आता है कि वो चेंज नहीं हो पा रहा है, बिकॉज उसको एक लाइफ है उसकी उससे पहले, एंड उसको चेंज होने में टाइम लग रहा है. एंड द थिंग विच वाइफ्स फेसेस आर कि दे आर नॉट गेटिंग इनफ टाइम विद देयर हस्बैंड. द थिंग स्टार्ट्स गेटिंग अनोइंग फॉर हर कि नहीं हो रहा है ऐसा वो चीज. It is at I also face this thing. And it is at that time you have to take some control in your hand to manage the peace in your mind. If you are feeling some problem, speak, talk to the person, and say that I am not liking this. If you wish to go, go. But give me some time as well. I want your time. And the only thing that works in marriage is conversation. If we think that keeping things to ourselves will calm the situation. नहीं बोलूंगी क्यों बेकार में झगड़ा करना है. It is at that point we are doing wrong to ourselves, because there will be a baggage of emotions in our mind, and we don't need that, because when the baggage gets heavy, it is we who have to carry that. Nobody else would come and help us with that. And an emotional baggage is a harm to our mind.
Definitely. Can't agree more. Like, thank you for putting this out. Like, venting out is more important. That to
Yeah.
communication and marriage is way too important.
If you're
And
not feeling, you're feeling happy, if you wish to do something, if you want his time, if he is not doing something which you are liking, or vice versa goes for him as well. If he is not liking things which you are doing, which I am doing, he needs to speak as well, because we are humans, we are bound to make mistakes. So it is necessary to point out things and not just keeping it to ourselves, because that won't help it anyway.
definitely, like, just last few words so that someone can understand if they are facing any fear of getting married. Because nowadays it's hard to say yes to this. Lots of
Because
responsibility come with marriage, right? So yeah,
is not ready to commit.
exactly, yeah.
They think that commitment हो जाएगी तो ये नहीं कर सकेंगे, वो नहीं कर सकेंगे. There will be lots of relation baggage with us, and there will be things that we will not be able to make out. See, the thing is कि if the mental thought process of you and your partner is, this
Mm,
is the, if you wish to be progressive together, if you need to move or think or travel the world together anywhere. It's not necessary every year you have to go or something like that. If you need to be, होता है ना कि हम साथ में रह के एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करते हुए आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, ये नहीं कि एक पीछे खींचेगा और एक आगे बढ़ेगा. दैट थिंग्स डोंट वर्क. सो कमिट करने से मत डरो. ट्रस्ट योर सेल्फ, ट्रस्ट योर रिलेशन, एंड promise yourself that you both will support each other no matter what. That is the only way to be fearless about marriage.
like,
In my case, we support each other. We are willingly pushing each other to be progressing in life. Tu ye kar, tu wo kar. I am with you. That is the only word a girl or a boy needs to hear, that I am with you. Tu
like,
kar jo kar.
okay. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, the takeaway which I am taking with me is like communicating is more important. And push having nice support system is also important for marriage, which people somewhere neglect. And yeah, the way you expressed how venting out is more important rather than carrying a baggage. Thank you so much for putting things and putting light on all this. Thank you so much for being here. And we are
Bye
done with
bye.
this session. Thank you.